I sometimes get asked by sellers, do we need an official appraisal in order to list the house? The answer to that is no, you don't need one. Of course, you've got to have some kind of number to move forward, so where does that value come from? Most sellers rely on their realtor to come up with a value. In my experience, out of 100 sellers, I'd say maybe 4 or 5 would pay to have an appraisal done. Most appraisals will run 500 to 600 bucks a piece, so a lot of people don't want to pay that up front. As a rule, realtors are not appraisers. That's a whole separate career. So we can't call what we do an official appraisal, but we can help you determine value. We get our information from the same places that the appraisers get it from: Dayton MLS, county records, and we use our own experience for neighborhoods and cities that we sell in. And with a realtor, you're not charged for the appraisal up front. We get paid in the very end if we close the property. So if we close it, then we get paid for our services. If we don't get you to the closing table, you don't pay for anything. While sellers generally don't get an appraisal up front, your buyer almost always does. If they're getting financed, most all lenders are going to require an appraisal. This would be paid for by the buyer through their closing costs. Something to keep in mind, if appraisals were very precise, very accurate, every seller would want one. You would want to know what that number is. By definition, an appraisal is an opinion of value, and trust me, everybody's got one. Not long ago, I had a tri-level for sale in Centerville. We got a buyer on it. They had an appraisal done. The deal ended up falling apart, but wasn't related to the appraisal. We went back on the market, quickly got another buyer. They had an appraisal. It was $30,000 more. So here you had 2 appraisals done on the exact same house within 30 days of one another, a $30,000 difference. And I've got other stories like that I've seen over the years, these very big discrepancies. So appraisals aren't the end all be all. If you need to sell your house, find an experienced realtor that knows your neighborhood, knows your area. They'll do the comps, comparables for you, sit down with you, show you where the house should be, and you just go from there. Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, they'll get you in the ballpark, listen to your agent, and get you honed in on where the home really should be priced. David Campbell with Coldwell Banker. See you on the next one.